Hey y'all, my name is Christian. I'm a millennial, and this is the Millennial Mind. Millennials get a bad rap for being lazy, non-productive members of society. We also get told that our opinions are warped and don't matter. This podcast is designed to express a point of view on the world as a whole, but from a millennial's perspective. I will talk about love, current events, pretty much everything that comes to mind. Come join me on this journey on speaking my mind, and I would love for you to speak your mind as well. This podcast is sponsored by Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. It gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. They'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere, even on platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can easily make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Download the Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Once again, you can download the Anchor app, that's ANCHOR, or go to anchor.fm to get started. Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of The Millennial Mind. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey every single week of me speaking my mind, and I hope that all of you all are speaking your mind as well. So, I don't know if you guys listened to the last episode, but I was doing random questions and I enjoyed it so much, I decided to do a part 2 this week so you guys could get to know me better and so that I could really speak my mind. Now, granted, I don't know what these questions are. I did not pick them in advance. So I found like a random question generator online. So last week it was Instagram. This week is a random question generator. I did not pre-pick out these questions. I don't know what they are or what the questions will be, so I will be just as surprised as you are. So, wish me luck and pray for me that I don't get a goofy question. But we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to start this generator and we'll see what my question is. Okay. What fictional place would you most like to go? Ooh, this is a really good question. And I feel like I need to think about this. What fictional place would I like to go? Ooh. I gotta think about it because I'm thinking about shows that I like and movies that I like. Which fictional place would I like to go? Okay, I have one fictional place that I would like to go, and Wakanda. It is definitely Wakanda. And if you're familiar with Wakanda, or if you don't know about Wakanda, it's actually the city based in the movie Black Panther. And it's supposed to be this rich city in Africa that's like hidden away. Nobody knows about it. And it's rich and technologically advanced. It's beautiful. It has lush grass, lush everything. And it just seems like a really cool place to live. So yes, one fictional place that I would like to go is Wakanda, if I could. Okay, next question. Let's see what we got. Who is the most creative person I know? Who is the most creative person I know? I think one of the most creative people that I know would be my husband. My husband, he has, I think that he's like he's a realist, but I also think he's an idealist too. So he comes up with ideas or strategies that I think is really good, and I think it comes naturally to him. Whereas for me, I have to think really hard and plan really hard, and most times it doesn't come out right. But he has written, novels, he has written scripts, and it takes a creative person to do that. And you have to be, somewhat of an idealist to kind of come up with, fictional plots, which is a gift that I wish I had, but I do not have. So I would say my husband. Okay, next question. Are you very active, or do you prefer to just relax in your free time? I prefer to relax in my free time because my job forces me to be active. Believe it or not, I am a homebody. There are certain times where, I like to go out, but most times I like to be at home. Me being an attorney, I have to travel quite frequently. And when I say travel, is within, 50 miles or so. So after I do that and come home, I don't want to be active when I'm home. I want to relax. I want to watch TV, and I want to eat. Now, what I will do, I will exercise, and I think I've gotten a little bit better at that. So that's a small part of me that's active, but the majority of me just wants to relax in my free time. So yeah. Okay, next question. This is so much fun. Okay. Would you volunteer to go colonize another planet if it meant you would never return to Earth? Hold on. Would you volunteer to go colonize another planet if it meant you would never return to Earth? Ooh. Would I just volunteer? Probably not. Would I volunteer to go to Mars? No. Would I volunteer to go to Venus or wherever other planet where you can, possibly have human life live on there? No, I would not volunteer. Sorry. And then, shooting up into space, I'm not here for it. I mean, it would be cool. It would be really cool. But I like Earth. That's pretty much the only planet that I know. So for me to volunteer to go to another planet that I do not know, I'm adventurous, but I'm not that adventurous. So no, I would not volunteer. Sorry. Sorry to that other planet. Next question. Okay. If you had to become If you had to become an inanimate object for a year, which object would you choose to be? I would choose to be a flower. Take that back. I would choose to be a tree. Trees are strong. They stand tall. They give oxygen, to all of us. They're a good portion of our oxygen supply, and they're pretty. They're pretty. And, they hold all different kinds of animals and people, and plants sometimes. And I just really like trees. I do. I like trees. A good maple tree, just looking at it and just seeing its glorious, how glorious it is and how tall it's standing. I love it. So I would be a tree. And I hope I'm understanding what an inanimate object is. Hold on, I'm about to look this up because I am not about to embarrass myself right now. Okay, so my definition of inanimate was, it doesn't move. But let's see. Okay, so it says a thing that is not alive, such as a rock, a chair, a book, etc. So would a tree be alive? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I'm looking it up on Google. Is a tree an inanimate object? Of course, trees are living plants, but plants are considered inanimate. Okay, so I'm good. So trees are considered inanimate, so I'm not stupid. I did get the definition wrong. Well, I guess it was partially wrong because, yeah, inanimate objects, they really do not move. But more specifically, they're dull, lifeless objects. So, good job, Christian. You did not embarrass yourself, which, it's proven that I embarrassed myself on multiple occasions. Okay. So, yes, if I had to become an inanimate object for a year, I would be a tree. Okay. Next question. What's your haunted house story? Ooh. Okay. I actually have two of them. I have one where I actually went to a haunted house, me and my husband. It was during Halloween. It wasn't actually a haunted house where there were spirits in there, but it was just a play one where people acted as ghosts and monsters or whatever. And so this one monster tried to scare me, and I just laughed. And she was like, "Why are you laughing?" Because it's funny. Like, you're trying to scare me. Like, it's not going to work. So yeah, it was more dumb than anything. Now, on the other hand, I wouldn't consider this haunted. I'm going to share it anyway. So, my grandma, I think I was about 13. My grandma, she was bedridden and she was getting really close to dying. She had multiple strokes, and then, she just, her heart was giving out. It was just a lot of things that were going on with her. So, she was in a room downstairs because my mom was a nurse and she would take care of her. So maybe about a week or so before she passed, I would go into the room and I would feel like whipping. Like, how somebody runs past you and you feel like a whip of air? I felt that like on a regular basis. And it wasn't just me. It was my mom and my dad too. And me being a Christian, I'm thinking, oh yeah, those are angels preparing to take her out of here. Some people would think, oh no, that's haunted, that's ghost or spirit or whatever. I think it was angels preparing to take her to heaven. So yeah. Okay, moving right along. Okay, what fad or trend do you hope comes back? What fad or trend do do I hope comes back? I would say like the dresses from like the 1920s, like the flapper dresses. Have you ever seen those dresses? They are bomb. Like it's my dream to have like a Roaring 20s party because just for the costumes. And more specifically for me as a woman, the flapper dresses. Like why isn't that a style now? I'm confused. Give me the hat and everything. So yes, bring back the flapper dresses. You know, fashion designers out there, bring back the fashion like the flapper dresses. Like I will love you forever. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging in with me. I'm gonna keep going because I like these a lot. So let's see what else we got. Okay. Would you rather go hang gliding or whitewater rafting? I don't know what any of those are. I don't think I have an inkling, but I need to look it up. Okay. So, people do not judge me that I don't know what this is because I say I'm adventurous, but not really. Like I need to figure it out for sure. Okay, let's see. Hang gliding is an air sport or recreational activity in which a pilot flies a light, non-motorized, foot-launched, heavier-than-air aircraft called a hang glider. Most modern hang gliders are made of an aluminum alloy or composite frame covered with synthetic sailcloth to form a wing. Okay, that looks interesting. Okay, so I'll consider that. Okay, so let's see what whitewater rafting is. Oh no. Rafting and whitewater rafting are recreational outdoor activities which use an inflatable raft to navigate a river or other body of water. This is often done on whitewater or different degrees of rough water. Okay, I'm definitely doing the hang gliding, and this is why. If I had to choose a way to die, it wouldn't be drowning because I really wouldn't have a fighting chance. If I'm falling from the sky, maybe perhaps I can find something to land on, perhaps. But drowning in rough areas of water, nah, bruh. I can't swim. I can't swim. It would be horrible. That would be a horrible experience. Now, that would be quick, though. It would be a quick death, hopefully. Whereas hang gliding will be more dramatic. But you know what? I'm still going to go with the hang gliding. And not just because, I'm comparing, how I would die. But I've always wanted to go skydiving. So that may be the closest I can get to that. So I would say that I would rather do hang gliding. Yeah. Okay, y'all, I'm going to do a couple more, maybe 2 or 3 more, and then I'll be done. Okay, let's see. Who or what inspires you to be a better person? Okay, I got 2 people. I'm going to say my husband again, because my husband, he has definitely forced me to be the best that I could be. I remember when I graduated law school and I took the bar, believe it or not, I did not pass on the first time. I did not pass. I failed by maybe 6 points. So I was dating my husband at the time. He was my boyfriend. He wasn't my husband. And when I got my results, I was so distraught because I put in so much work. It was like 13 to 15 hour days, for 2 months, trying to cram 18 areas of law into my head for a 2-day test. It was quite nerve-wracking, and I didn't know what to expect. But I felt like I put in a good amount of work. And so for me to fail the bar, I'm thinking, I'm not taking this test again. Why? Why would I put myself through that? That doesn't make sense. And then, two, I don't want to spend the money, to pay for this stupid test again. That's crazy. But I was telling my husband that, and he was like, "Oh no, you're taking this test again." I'm like, first of all, who you think you talking to? I am GROWN period. I don't know who you think you talking to in that tone, and talking to me like that, you got the wrong person. But he was like, "Oh no, you're taking that test again. You went through 7 years of school, 4 years of college, 3 years of law school. You are not giving up just because you failed by 6 points. I'll even help you pay for the test if you want me to. But you're taking that test again." I'm like, okay, Daddy. Sometimes I like when he gets firm with me. That's freaky, but whatever. But so he forced me to take that test again because he saw the potential and he did not want me to give up on the dream that I've had since I was 8 years old. So because of him, I took the bar again and I passed. I am a second bar taker passer. That's not a word, but I'm going to go with it. Another person that inspires me to be a better person is Jesus Christ. Man, if you read about Jesus in the Bible, what kind of person he was, what spirit he had, what his legacy is now, what he's doing now, it just makes me want to be, a better person so that I can meet him one day. That's how I feel. Like I want to meet Jesus and be like, hey, how did you deal with all these crazy people? Because clearly you did a lot better than I did, okay? But just reading about who Jesus is and what kind of person he was, or not was, but is, it just makes me want to be more like him. Okay, y'all. I'm going to answer, I'm going to do 2 more questions. And that will be it. Okay. Okay, what do app makers do that really annoy you? What do app makers do that really annoy me? Okay, here's something that comes off the top of my head. They charge you for the app. How about that? Like, if I want, like, all the majority of apps are free. Why are you charging for your app? I don't want to pay $2.99 for an app. You know how crazy it looks for me to use my debit card for $3? I don't want to do that. It's too much. I don't want to do it. Just make it free. Find a way to make it free. Because then I got to search for my debit card and, well, really my debit card information is supposed to be plugged into my Apple store or whatever. But seriously, nobody got time for that. Nobody got time to pay for an app. Who does that? The majority of apps are free. Shoot, Facebook is free. Come on, be like Facebook. Don't be like everybody else. Be like Facebook. Come on. So, yes. What do app makers do that really annoy me? They have you pay for apps. Throw the whole app away. Okay. Last question. Oh, this is a really good question. What is the best way to stay motivated and complete my goals? So the best way for me to stay motivated is really self-motivation. I learned not to depend on people to motivate me, because that motivation may be here today and it may be gone tomorrow, or it just may be non-existent. So I've learned to self-motivate, self-talk to myself and be like, hey, Christian, you can do it. You know, you're the only person that, not the only person who can do this, but you know, you set this goal in place and you gotta achieve it. And what really motivates me, and this is just honest, this is honesty. What really motivates me is when I put my money into it. Like, for example, I remember in college, I, of course, was on the road to become an attorney. So, high school-ish, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to major in. Some people was like, oh, as a lawyer, you want to major in English or history. I'm like, yuck. Like, really? So someone had suggested political science. I think it was my uncle. My uncle had suggested political science. I'm like, that sounds interesting. Even though I did not follow politics at all. I'm like, this can't be too bad. I hated it. Hated it. I'm like, how can I get out this major? How can I get out? I need to get out. I need to, find another major. I can drop this one and find something else to do. Now, what stopped me from doing that is because college, who was paying for that? It wasn't my parents. My parents didn't have the money. It was me. The loans were in my name. I was working at Kmart. So whatever money I was getting from there, I was putting towards my college education. So all of those payments was coming from me. Now, I don't like to waste money because I'm cheap. I'm so cheap. Like, I do not spend money unless I have to, or, maybe I want something, but usually, I get a good deal on it. I'm not just spending hundreds of dollars just for the heck of it. I need to find a good deal before I spend money on it. So, yeah, I usually need, a good reason for me to spend a lot of money, or any money. So, the factor for me that really drove me to continue my political science degree was I was paying for it. So if that ain't motivation enough, I don't know what is. And then, I'm thinking in my head, I don't want to be at this school for another 2-3 years past my 4-year goal just because, I didn't want to finish this major. Now, what I did do was I found a way to double major in criminal justice, which I loved criminal justice. Believe it or not, I loved it. And that kind of helped me finish my political science major. And then some of the classes kind of overlapped, so I was able to complete classes that complied with both majors. So, yeah. So yeah, that's it, y'all. How did you like the episode? Random questions, getting to know me better. I may do a part 3. We'll see. We'll see what you guys think. What I was stuttering. What was that? What do you guys think? Let me know. Email me at mindofmillennials@gmail.com. You can also leave a comment on our Facebook page, The Millennial Mind. Make sure to catch up on previous episodes. We have a lot. I think it's over 30 episodes now. So make sure you listen to the previous episodes. And as always, you all know that I have a quote for you all. I stay with the quotes. So here is the quote I have. There are 7 rules of life. Number 1, let it go. Never ruin a good day by thinking about a bad yesterday. Number 2, ignore them. Don't listen to other people. Live a life that's empowering to you. Number 3, give it time. Time heals everything. Number 4, don't compare. The only person you should try to beat is the person you were yesterday. Number 5, stay calm. It's okay not to have everything figured out. Know that in time, you'll get there. Number 6, it's on you. Only you are in charge of your happiness. And number 7, smile. Life is short. Enjoy it while you have it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and until next week, I will see you soon.